All right. Hello, beautiful, brilliant black women. God is born. This is part two of Black Women Are the Fifth Element. Let's surround and protect our black girls and young black women. Okay, let's start with some reading because y'all know I love a good book. Okay, but I know most of y'all know this, but I just want to make sure that our young black women um, know about these books as well. So if you can share with younger black women, that'd be great. The first one is Weapons of Whiteness, and the second one is The Becky Code, and both of those are by Catrice Jackson. Okay, so the next one that I suggest for younger black women, um, especially when they're being bombarded from feeling the feelings of others, right? Because that's what an empath is. So we've talked about that before. That it, when say like Crossroad Demons or whoever are trying to describe empathy, they're talking about a select action. An empath is an actual part of someone's being, right? Okay, just so we're clear. We're not going by patriarchal rules and shit like that. We don't do that over here. Okay. So, um we've already talked about what it is to be goddess born, like in the most general sense, okay? But um I wanted to give us a couple of tools, all right? And these are just practical things you can individualize for whatever situation you're in, who you're talking to, whether it's some, crossroad demon white woman, what y'all call it, Karen, Becky, bitch, whatever you call them, okay? Or some black male, all right? Um, Negro peon from Blackistan or whatever, or some white supremacist male. It works for all of them because they all speak violence. Okay. Now, you've heard me say this before. Boundaries have to be coupled with consequences. Okay. That's just the way it is, especially when you're talking about um, diverse demographics who are anti black woman and black girl, and and it has such a incredibly devastating effect for us. And even though we're powerful, we're never taught that we are powerful. And anything that we do create, what they call black girl magic is just us being elementals, right? Preternaturally elemental. So that's how in there, because we are prehistoric as black women, and we were just duplicating ourselves until we decided to um do you know cut off a part of our eggs and make a male. All right, so um all of that aside, we really have to pay attention to the fact of how other groups of people are being violent towards us. So I want us to have, the language that um will help, because okay, let's be serious. Okay, as a goddess born, like I said, we all have different abilities and talents and things like that. Okay, so I'm considered a goddess born warrior slash healer. Okay. So I have no problem whooping ass. I don't give a damn. I'm about strategies, I'm about tactics, and I allegedly embrace my apex predator. So as violent as others have and can be to us as black women and black girls, indigenous women, indigenous girls, there are some of us who have that very capability to give it right back to them. I allegedly am one of those. All right, so let's get into a couple of tools here. let's use white women, which I call them Karens and Beckys and stuff other nonsense. My favorite is Crossroad Demon. That's what I call them, and Legion. Okay, Let, let's let's um let's not be judgmental. Let's just talk about the behaviors. That's some demonic Legion shit. Okay, that they be pulling. All right. Okay. So let's say you're at work. You're in a conversation with a white tea woman being just what she is. Okay, and um for a better or lack of word, nice, nasty, passive aggressive, bunch of bullshit ass bullshit, actually threatening and all these things. Okay, so this is a technique that I have used so many times. So they might be saying whatever it is, and I'll stop them, right? Because if you raising your voice, you done lost your fucking mind. But anyway, I'm gonna stop you, and that's what I say. I'm gonna stop you right there, and I'm using one finger. I'm not actually pointing at them, but I'm using one finger, and it's up because that signifies power, and power um, has must have representation, right? So when I'm telling you you are a powerful being as a black woman, I'm giving you what you know demographics who were later formed by us, but way down the road. And as far as white people, they're only about 6,000 to 8,000 actual years old. I'm talking about Europeans and all of them. Okay, so what I tell them is this conversation ends now. It ends now. You're being violent, you're unsafe, and you're threatening me. And what they're going to do is try to overtalk you. I'm not thinking about. Stop. The conversation ends now. You will either walk away from here or I will. And the conversation ends now. And oh, by the way, speaking to me is a privilege that I bestow upon people. It is also a privilege that I will rescind. I will deny you access to use any type of vocals in my direction because you're not safe and you're being violent. And I'm not going to stay here in a situation in which I don't know what you will do next. Actually, I know exactly what they'll do next. And that's when I take a step away, and then I turn around. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I know what it was. So don't forget, and this is what I tell them, don't forget to go around and tell people how afraid you are of me, and hype the fact that you were just trying to express something to me. All of those things, hype all of that, because you get to vent with people. But let me be clear what you don't get to do, and then I come in close. You don't ever smile on your face because you're being captured on camera, girl. You don't ever ever speak to me again. And you can use your crocodile tears, and you can go cry all the things that you want to cry. I know you're going to do that. And don't ever fuck with my money or my good name. Now, you can say how much you don't like my bald head, girl, but don't fuck with that. Listen, you have a good day. Anything else, by email or some shit, okay? But do not speak. This is how it's done. Because they understand that.